Yo, what's going on everybody? Once again, another informative video. This time it's not going to be the card pack fantasy, but this time it's going to be the card pack Manhwa pack. So I'm just gonna go over all the cards, their rarity, their card ability, and yeah, that's it I guess. And if they're good or not in my opinion. So let's start with Sword Saintess. It's a woman, as you can see. So drop chance is 1 in 1,000, and the ability is heal 20% at the start of your turn. Next card is pretty good. It does it's the irregular. It's a 1 in 25,000 chance to drop, and his ability is plant an energy bomb that detonates after 1 turn, dealing 1.75 times damage. So it used to be 2 times, so it actually just does 3 times damage before. Now 2.75 times. So it's basically just extra damage. It's even better than a card that does double damage like Gilgamesh. This one is just way better. It does even more damage. Actually it does 75% more damage than Gilgamesh with his doing his ability. So that's very good and one of the best abilities in my opinion though. Okay, third card is Silver Enigma. It's a card, it's a 1 in 100,000 chance to drop card, and his ability is if this card enters after another card on entry, dealing 3 times damage. So you sort of one shot when you join and then you die, I guess. Next one is Hardcore Gamer. It's a 1 in 150,000 chance to drop, and its ability every turn flip a coin for 50% damage buff. Heads is you, tails is the enemy, so either you or the enemy will gain 50% damage boost. Pretty weird, but that's also what the name says, Hardcore Gamer. Anyway, you get it. Next card is Crimson Knight. It's the drop chance is 1 in 250,000. Ignore an ability ignores defensive abilities. If an ability is ignored, gain 20% attack. So you just get more damage if you ignore an ability from anyone. That's a defensive ability. Next card is Scarlet Noble. Scarlet Noble. Okay. And my pronunciation this thingy isn't really that great, but anyway, it's a 1 in 500,000 chance to drop, and the ability is stun the enemy card on entry for 2 turns. This card is insanely good for bosses, that's for sure. And yeah, you could. That's about it, I think. Unless you go against a very strong card, you can also use it against the immersive. What's the name again of the raid boss? I just forgot. Wait, I can. Oh, Adaptive Titan. Never mind. it's Adaptive Titan. Anyway, so against that one, it's really good. Obviously, if you have him gold or rainbow, obviously 1 in 500k does not do that much damage, and if it does, wait, it's a 1 in 50 million or 1 in 5 billion. Okay, the next one is Monkey King. It's a 1 in a million chance to drop, and his ability is attack the entire enemy party, dealing 10% of his damage. I have no idea what it actually does. I mean, does it like do damage to the entire team, but 10% of your damage? So if you do like 1,000 damage, does it do 100 damage to the entire team? It doesn't not really seem that great. Anyway, next card is the Lone Reader. It's a 1 in 5 million chance to drop. I haven't dropped him yet. I've dropped everything except this one and the next card. But first, this Lone Reader, it's a 1 in 5 million chance to drop. And the ability is on entry, copy the ability of a random card in your party. So it's kinda useless unless we have cards that have real good abilities. So basically, if you have an entire team of Divine Dits, as you can see right now on my screen, on death, grant your next allied card 1.5 damage. You basically have all 1.5 times damage, and you just do a crazy amount of damage. So yeah, that's why I have the Dog Owner. Boost the damage of your party by 10% on entry. Then I have Divine Dits, so her damage also goes up. Then I have Enkidu, his damage goes up by the Dog Owner. And the Masked Leader, because that one is just, I don't know, it's last. I just put the thing last. So also, so it got a total of 30% damage boost and a 1.5 times damage boost from the Vine on my Enkidu, which is crazy. So yeah, that's what I did, and now I'm pretty strong. So anyway, if you would have the Lone Reader, you might get another Divine Dits if you put him like second last, I don't know. And the last but not least, Tenacious Hunter. It's a 1 in 10 million cards to drop, and the ability is heal to full HP after defeating an opponent. If this card would have like heal to full HP and getting a little buff, like 10% HP and damage buff, then it would be an overpowered card. Now you just have to be a bit stronger. After that, your turn that you doesn't, yeah, well, your turn isn't first, so you probably die. But I mean, it's impossible to lose against lower cards because you keep reviving. You know what I mean? So anyway, so that's it's a really good ability. It's definitely in the top. So this was the card pack. Ooh, water swordsman. This was the card pack Manhwa. If I don't pronounce it right, I'm sorry. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.